It's Demon here, and alongside with Cliffy, as usual, race this evening from Britain. Looks like a dry quality to start. How you doing today, Cliffy?
I'm doing fine, man. Looking forward to a great race. Hope you're well, Matt.
I'm doing well, or as well as I'm going to be. uh,
So,
Been one of them kind of days. But
yeah.
let's take a look at the driver standings here while we wait for a car to hop out on the track. We have Grumpy in the Mercedes leading the points with 2 second place finishes. He has 24 points. Steppa is in second with his win last week, put him at 20 points. Hulkenberger is in third with 16. Lars has 16 as well, who isn't here again tonight. Again, hoping Lars a speedy recovery as he re-aggravated his injury today. Oh, I can't see that, it's so small. Merc has 15, I believe that says. Chicken has 10. Blue Mosquito has 9. Game Freaker has 6. Cheater has 5. And Betrayer rounds out the top 10 with 4. So, I've seen a couple of strategies at Silverstone over the last couple of days of streams and races. What do you think would be the fastest strategy, Cliff?
I don't know because I know people have been saying, obviously the F1 guys have been saying that a soft hards is the way to go, but I'm not too sure. I feel like soft medium might be the way to go, but I mean, to be quite honest with you, Matt, I haven't done not one bit of practice for Silverstone. I haven't even got a setup, so. Yeah, I mean, this is a learning curve for me at the minute because whatever the race winner does, I'll just be sure to copy it, I guess. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I honestly don't know. Obviously, you've done more streams than me on Silverstone, so you should know the more common strategy around here.
Yeah. Personally, yesterday I started on the mediums, then I went to the softs because I started last, so try to change it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Hello, Josh.
We've actually got some guys doing quali laps on the hard tyre. We've got Lordy Boy out on hards and Warren Haig out on a set of hards, but for the most part, everyone out on a set of softs.
Yeah, I kind of figured most of them will start on the softs. It's not like last week where it was crucial that the tires shredded so fast that, they were going to be hurting after 3 or 4 laps.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know I had to lower it again this morning when I was doing time trial. Oh, yellow in sector 3. Somebody's slowing down. Start the lap.
Yeah, I think it's I think you got to make a little note as well. I mean, turn 1 on the last game, Matt, you could run ridiculous setups and a ridiculous ballast and get through turn 1 unscathed. But this game, you can't do that. As you be sure to see maybe 1 or 2 cars go flying into turn 1 and just lose their back end. As I've done a couple of times in practice, so I'm learning the hard way about Silverstone. So people will have to run a sort of I think people are going to run a safe setup just so they can finish the race. So it'd be interesting to see what type of setup these guys go for.
Oh man, I was on the wrong McLaren. I knew McLaren was out front. I was on Betrayers. I know yesterday, from my experience, going into turn 1 after the pit stop, you can't take it flat because the tires aren't warmed up yet. So you gotta make sure the tires are at good temperature if you want to be daring on the corners. I went for a little adventure yesterday. Did the alternate track layout. So we got Shoaib on pole as of now with a 27.1, a great banker lap there. Blue Mosquito 27.2, and 5 on the hards. Oh, look, just went on board with Grumpy, and he went through the gravel.
Oh, wow, it was actually off the track, not moving. So
yeah,
I mean, Grumpy has set a lap, and it is on the medium tyres. So that's a good lap for Grumpy. So hopefully, if he does, I mean, you've got to feel that now with him going on the gravel. he'll have to start on the softs.
Yeah. Or the mediums. Whatever. He's definitely not starting on the
Yeah.
hards.
Nah.
And Martin has retired the car, so I don't know if he had an incident in qualifying or he's just using my strategy.
No idea. Although Marty did say to us earlier, Matt, he has no excuses tonight. So if Marty doesn't get a good result tonight, then you've got to feel that this division just might be a bit too quick for Martin.
And there's a couple additions to the division this season that are quite fast, so it's not the same as it was last season when he had a few races with him.
Yeah.
Oh, Frome would like to know, would I ask Cliffy, what is a range of a F1 qualifying lap?
Oh man, I wish I could answer that. I have no idea.
I watched the practices the other day. They were doing between 25.5 and 25.9, the fastest guys.
Oh yeah. Oh okay. So that wasn't me then.
Yeah. Well, you were qualifying on the mediums because you're not going to show your true pace.
Well, I mean, as I said, I've done no practice, so that was my pace.
Oh well.
Yeah, that's what it is, mate.
Well, to be fair, you were on the mediums and they were on the softs, but
yeah.
So you got Merc out here on the hards.
Oh yeah, damn. I think Merc set it up on a set of softs, but he's now come out on a set of hards.
According to mine, he has no time. So he might have just invalid or something.
Yeah, we quickly have a look. No, Merc didn't invalidate his softs, so I don't know why that's...
Maybe he just pulled it in.
Well. Yep. We're in sector 1.
And 3. Probably the final corner.
Yeah. So 10 minutes left of qualifying. Top 7 all qualified on soft tyres. Everyone in the top 7 out on an out lap now. So we might see a couple places change. But for the most part, Matt, you got to feel getting invalid round Silverstone is very easy, given that Maggots and Beckett's alone.
Oh yeah,
it's so easy to get invalid. So these guys are going to want to take it easy. I mean, it's still 9 minutes left, so everyone will still have enough to do at least 2, maybe even 3 runs if they squeeze it in time. So it's sort of crunch time yet, but. Everyone will be, as that time drops down, Matt, nerves will start to feel, and we could see some mistakes.
Oh, for sure. Especially if they invalidate this one, and then they know they have to, make it or break it on the last one. I don't know if they'll get 3 more runs in because, after all, as everybody knows, this is the longest pit lane in the whole calendar, so it's going to take forever. That part of it.
Yeah. We've got Fraggle moving very slowly in sector 3. I think he was letting the car past. And he's now going to start.
Oh, Merc backed out too. Simo goes 9th.
So we've got the championship leader as it stands in P7. So hopefully Mr. Grumpy can sort whatever's going on out, because he set us up on mediums as well, didn't he? So he's definitely still got some pace in that car. So if he does set it up on softs, which he should, because he's done 3 laps on that set of medium tyres, so he'll definitely come out on a set of softs, and will hopefully fight for pole. And every time I've got on board with a car, Matt, there just seems to be a little bit of a queue going on. I'm on board with Betrayer. You've got, I think that's a Force India up the road. So that's Warren Hague, maybe. No, it's Blue Mosquito.
Oh, yeah.
So, a lot of trains going on here. Oh wow! Just as you say, that room's getting you off the track.
Steba with a 26.8.
Wow, incredible that time. And then you've got Shoaib with a 26.9, Hulk with a 26.9 as well. So these times now, Matt, definitely starting to drop as all these guys can finish their second laps. Cheetah goes up to fifth with 27.3.
Oh, and Betrayer pulls it in.
Yeah.
Now, is it just me, or does it look like it's starting to increase cloudiness and look a little foggy in the distance?
Yeah, it does look quite cloudy, so we might be seeing some rain towards the end of quali.
They said in the chat that it's going to be a dry race, so maybe just the overcast race.
Yeah.
Yeah, from it is. I struggled with it yesterday. I kept needing to lift or even brake sometimes coming through there. Let's see who else we could go on board with. Lordy Boy, is he on track? Yeah. Yeah, we know he has time in that lap because we know Lordy's a lot faster than that.
Yep.
Oh, Grumpy did put on the softs.
Yep, so watch out for Mr. Grumpy then. He's going to be a man on a mission. He looks to take pole from Steba, who, Matt, you've got to say this man has definitely turned on the jets and is showing some incredible pace as of late.
Oh, for sure. I mean, a little unforced error at Australia prevented him from winning the first two races, so.
Yeah, and interestingly, Merck out the mediums now, Matt.
Well, to be fair, he probably could get up there because Grumpy did a 27.8 on the mediums also, so.
Yeah, so that'll be Merck's benchmark. Mr. Grumpy's a medium time of 27.8. I think Merck's about to start a lap, so I'll keep an eye on Merck on his lap.
Alright, and I'm on board with Grumpy starting his lap too.
Yeah.
If it's not giving me stupid camera angles. Change camera angles, please. Thank you. There is a Ferrari ahead of Grumpy. I don't know if that's going to interfere with his lap, or if the Ferrari is on a lap himself.
That Ferrari is Lordy Boy, and I believe he is on a lap.
Alright, so they shouldn't be too hard on each other here then.
Nope. Although Lordy is on the mediums, remember, Matt, so Mr. Grumpy will be catching Lordy, especially through the Maggots and Beckett's complex. Now they both navigate through there. So, yeah, just getting a bit of...
He's going to get slipstream off him too.
Yeah.
This could be the pole lap.
Yeah, Lordy didn't really move out the way that well, though. Sort of left it very late, and that meant Mr. Grumpy had to sort of take evasive action going into Stowe, I do believe. And now we've got Merck. Very, very cautious, and he comes into the pits as well, so...
Alright, Betrayer's on track. There we go. Hey, oh, Haig gets snuck into fourth with a 27 flat.
Wow. Good luck time. So Force India fourth and fifth at the moment, Matt. So they're looking quite strong here today as a team.
And they had a pretty strong race last week too. Pretty sure they were battling each other for position. China. I forgot the exact results, but I know they were battling each other for a while. And Betrayer off the final corner. I think. No? I did that yesterday, or Thursday too. It wasn't really the final corner.
So,
Both pit stretches look the same. Or to me, at least, they look the same.
Braggle, I think just set a lap.
Yeah, 127.4.
Yeah. Got Andy out and out lap.
Everyone's coming out now.
Interesting. Yeah. I'm gonna go aboard with Andy this lap. I feel like Andy doesn't really get much time to commentate on him. So let's go for a lap with Awesome Dude, or Andy, as we know him by. We're coming to turn 1. Car looks very well set up. Salvador Schweib. I couldn't have been any closer, Matt. That looked very close on my screen.
I know. I felt the breeze from here.
Yeah. But at the moment, Andy looks quite good on his lap. I'm going to check his sector times just to see if he is doing anything good. And wow, his first sector, Matt, he did a 27.2, and that matches Steber. I think he went a little bit quicker, actually.
Andy does have decent one-lap pace. Just the race, he's not very consistent most of the time.
Are we going to see an Awesome Dude pole position? Who knows? We're coming to Maggots and Beckett's complex now, getting very wide. That's going to affect his speed on the exit. Never gets it nice. I'll compare the sector 2 times. Oh, he's lost 4 tenths in the second sector, but this is still a good lap from Andy. That's very wide out of Stowe. I believe that's what that corner's called. If not, that'll just look very stupid. Going to the last couple corners. Getting tidy from Andy, and he's going to come across the line, and he's going to go P at 7. And a 27.3.
That's 6 tenths faster than he said he was practicing, so it's good to see the improvement he's made. I don't know if he made an adjustment to the setup, but or he was playing possum, who knows? And hello, Gaming Island.
Man himself has joined the stream, yeah?
Yes, the king of commentating in PSGL.
The legend himself. Steber's just started a lap, Matt.
Alright, I'm going board with him. He should be the last one across the line, right?
Yeah, should be. Oh, Warren Haig. He's already crossed the line, so I think Warren Haig might have timed that wrong.
Yeah. Somebody did that last week too. They missed it by a second or two.
Yeah, I don't know who that was, but Hulk won't be improving on this time because he's on the grass at the minute. So let's see. Steber's sector 1 time, and it is a 27.2. It is quicker than his previous lap. So Steber is up on his time. Coming into the old turn 1, good and clean from Steber. Now coming into the Maggots and Beckett's complex. Making it very calm, cool and collected. Don't want to get too much of the grass and exit. Doesn't even touch the curb. Again, very clean from Steber. And he sets a 35.7. That's 2 tenths quicker, Matt, than his last lap. So we're looking at a mid-26 so far from Steber. So again, nice and clean through Stowe, not wide at all, keeping it within the track, which is what you want to see. Final couple of corners, running a bit deep. Game Freak of 26.7 goes temporary pole, but I feel like Steber's about to beat that. Yep. Steber goes to the line, and wow, he did beat it.
He did.
So,
was it invalid? 20? Oh no, wait.
No, he improved, but he didn't beat it.
Ah. Wow.
The Game Freak, I think, Matt, has actually just snatched pole position out of nowhere. Wow.
And that's why we watch F4. Sometimes there's a surprise.
Wow.
So
look at that.
We have Game Freaker on pole by 600ths over Steber. Blue Mosquito in 3rd, Hulkenberg in 4th, Schoib in 5th, Hagen 6th, Cheater in 7th, 9th, Lordy Boy in 10th. And then Simo, Grumpy, Betrayer, and Merc will all get the start on fresh tires. And Martin will all get fresh tires.
Oh, I forgot about Martin, to be fair.
Yeah, he retired so early, and the list stopped at 14 on my screen. So it's
Yeah. Wow, Game Freaker with a pot. I'm happy for Game Freaker, man. Very happy for him. Out of nowhere as well, though, Matt. I was
he
expecting Steba to get that.
yeah, Game Freaker is one of, I believe, 3 drivers in this grid that are not from the UK area at the Britain track. So he's gonna try to spoil it for the hometown guys.
Yep. Well, he's doing a good job of that so far with getting pole.
So everybody in chat, who are your top 3 for the podium tonight? And who do you think, Cliffy?
Right, I'm sort of going to play it safe here. I don't think Game Freak is going to get a podium. Now, I know that sounds harsh, but given the recent form of the likes of Stebar, Hulk, Blue Mosquito, all these guys who have been at the top before, and they know how it feels to be in the position they are now. Obviously, Game Freak I'd like to know how he's feeling right now. I mean, did he expect to get pole? Has he been practicing a lot? We don't know. So it would be nice to see Game Freak could get a podium, but I think it will be Steber, Hulk, and then maybe Shoaib for my podium.
All right. I'm going to go with Steba, Haig, and he might be down on the grid. I'm going with Grumpy for the third. He's got the experience.
Wow, 12th place. Wow, man, that's a bold prediction.
Well, let's see what tires they are on.
Wow.
Yeah, Grumpy's on the mediums, so he will be on the softs at the end of the race. Fastest tires. Never know.
Yeah, I mean, anything can happen into turn 1. Of course, it's not a long run into turn 1, but because it is sort of a flat-out corner, and everyone going to be side by side and right behind each other, you're going to get maybe the odd person dabbing on the brakes, and that can cause a catastrophic sequence of events behind them. So hopefully we don't see that tonight. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a good race by the looks of it.
We got the Williams driver starting first and fourth. It's been a long time since we've seen that.
Yeah, I mean, Simo and
Hulk.
Yeah, Game Freak and Hulk. As I said, I mean, it was who was it in qualifying that looked good? I said it was the Force India team of Blue Mosquito and Braun Haig. I said they looked quite strong in qualifying, but I think Game Freak and Hulk have just cemented their authority in qualifying, at least in the first and fourth.
So in the chat, From said it's gonna be Blue, Hulk, and Cheater with Fraggle hitting the wall.
If he's right, then he's an oracle and he deserves a medal. Well, I'm gonna go on board with Martin at the back. Make sure everything's nice and clean.
Let's see, I'll go on board with... There we go, I'll go on board with Hulkenberg since it shows the whole grid. Lights out. Here we go. 26 laps around the British circuit.
Oh, there's a Force India around us, blue!
And Sauber too.
There's cars everywhere.
Shoaib.
Martin. Ooh, Simo's gone really wide. There's a McLaren going really wide. Martin's now up into 12th place on them hard tyres. He's now going to go around the outside of a Betrayal. Is Martin? No, he isn't. Backs out of it. Wow. So, I don't know how it was out at the front, Matt, but at the back we've got the soft runners of Simo, Blue Mosquito and Shoaib at the back.
Yeah, I believe it was Blue Mosquito and Shoaib that made contact to start that. Got Game Freaker, Stubb, and Hulkenberg nose to tail. Stubb putting the pressure shot on Game Freaker.
Right. I don't want to alarm you, Matt, but Andy is up into 4th place.
Ooh, are we going to see an awesome bomb today?
Oh my god, he's got a run on Hulk. He's gonna go for a move on Hulk. Oh no. What are we seeing from Andy today? Go on, Andy. Thinks better of it. Does Andy. But he's gonna get a better run coming out of exit of Stowe. Again, not close enough to go for a move. At the front, Stebber and Game Freak are getting quite close, Matt. Game Freak keeps the lead after someone, but look at that run Andy's got on Hulk. This is a new Andy. Who is this man racing for Andy right now?
I don't know.
This isn't Andy. This is surely not.
I think he's looking for
Surely.
redemption from last week.
Nah. Nah, I'm actually in shock. Wow, Andy with pace. Something I thought I'd never say.
Wow.
But yeah, I mean Andy does look quite strong though, Matt. I mean I don't know if you've been aboard with him at all, but he does look quite strong, but he is under attack from the Ferrari team of Cheetah and Lordy Boy.
Yeah, don't call him Cheater out. He's a past champion.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm just shocked.
Oh, I know. Just saying. I didn't even talk about him as one of the favorites, so.
Ooh.
Everyone's single file coming through. Oh, someone hit the grass.
I think that was Ron Haig. Martin is on the hard tyres, Matt, so I don't know what Martin might be planning a hard, soft strategy. Very bold to do that.
Quite possibly. The hards do hold up pretty well here.
Sorry, Matt. Grumpy and Fraggle had slight contact and both almost half swung, but they both managed to save it. So, yeah. Getting quite hairy already. It's only lap 3 of this race. And we've got a 5 or 6 car train. Ooh.
Well, actually, everybody is in DRS range of each other except for Mern.
Yeah, and Shoaib, who's
oh yeah,
he 51 seconds behind. So that's my podium prediction out the window.
Yeah, I think even I need to stop making a prediction. That will be for the viewers from now on, so no one gets jinxed.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like every time we say a suggestion on who's going to get the podium, they just get absolutely wrecked in the race.
Geez, last week, 2 to 3 I picked were done on the first lap.
But I mean, Grumpy's looking very good on their mediums, Matt. But up in front, I think Lord Boy made a bit of a mistake. That's going to allow Fraggle to close in, or even Lordy Boy to close in on Cheetah. Who's going to go for a move? We've got Grumpy going round the outside of Fraggle. Does he keep it within the track? Yes, he does. That is a good move from Mr. Grumpy on their medium tyres up into P7, and now he can go and attack the Ferrari team of Lordy and Cheetah. But behind them, Simo and Martin. Simo down the inside, Martin not really giving Simo a hard time. I think being on the harder tyre can't really put up much of a fight at the moment, but give it a couple of laps and Martin will be able to maybe make a charge through the field.
Oh, on board of Fraggle. He's on the outside of Grumpy here. Looking for a switchback. But nope, nothing doing there. As they come into the DRS.
Yep.
Yeah, but everybody's got DRS here.
Yep. Looks like Grumpy's actually running lower wings than Fraggle. He gained a lot on the straight, even though both had DRS. So maybe Fraggle will gain from Nuggets and Beckett's. But up at the front, Stebber putting Game Freak under pressure now to get 3 attempts to come into turn 1. Both keeping it within the track. Hulk keeping it within the track. Andy going slightly wide, not too much though. And yeah, Andy's actually getting away from Cheetah, so I can see Cheetah being in it because he's absolutely everywhere through the Maggots and Beckett's.
Oh, there's our first penalty of the race. Martin, 3 seconds.
That's unlucky.
Well, Haig's got by Fraggle.
Wow, so Fraggle's losing a lot of paces here. We'll start to Mr. Grumpy last lap, and now to Ron Haig. But I thought Fraggles going to go bit of a dive there. I think Ron Haig caught it as well because he went deep into the final couple of corners. Fraggle's gone wide, and nothing doing there for Fraggle. And now he's got Merck to worry about, who is on the medium tyres. So you should expect Mr. Grumpy now to start making a little bit of an inroad to the guys heading C. He is already close to Lordy Boy, who is on them soft tyres.
And Merc is slowly gaining in on Fraggle too, so Fraggle's going to be under attack as he's attacking.
Yeah, he is now, yeah. Merc going to go round the outside, might go for a bit of a switchback and get a better traction on exit. And to be fair to Fraggle, got a brilliant exit, but I think for the minute it's nothing doing. But up in front, Cheetah just got past Andy. Now Andy's the one under attack from the Ferrari team. Lord Boy's going to go for it. Slight contact. Oh, that almost ended horribly for both Andy and Lordy. But Lordy Boy on exit, round the outside.
Wow, the power of the Ferrari.
But they'll both get DRS. And again, Lordy running level wings to Andy, not by much, but Andy's going to go for an Andy bomb, as you called it, Matt. But Lordy was wise to it and defended well from it.
The awesome bomb. It's what it will be forever known as.
I don't know why I said Andy bomb. Oh, we've got Grumpy. Got down his side into turn one. That's risky. Andy goes wide. He's back on the track. Now this is the Andy I know and love. Andy's lost a ton of positions though. He's now in P7. He's got Ron Haig down his inside.
Great camera view from the side pod. You could see the grass on the side pod.
I'm going more to Fraggle to see what he can see, but he's on attack for Merc, so Merc can go around the outside. Merc breaks a lot later than Fraggle. It's still there. Ron Haig gets that move done, but Andy gonna not give that place up just yet. I mean, we might even see Andy pit his lap. He's lost that many off. So that helps out Cheetah, Mr. Grumpy, and Ron Haig. Outside, Fraggle is wide to it, but goes for a little bit of a dive down his inside. Merc gets the move done round the outside. We've seen a lot of moves done round the outside into Stowe, Matt.
Yeah,
that might be a key of taking place.
Yeah, I was going to say they might be finding a little more grip out on the outside there, and usually on the outside you have a better run off the corner because you're carrying more speed.
Yeah. And Stebber and Game Freak are Matt. You might want to go on board for this. Stebber is right up to Game Freaker's back end. Stebber gets a DRS, ERS and Slipstream. Can he make the move on Game Freaker? He's going to have to go around the outside, long way round. Game Freaker defended that really well though, and keeps the lead of the race, but all this battling will allow Hulk, Lordy Boy, and Mr. Grumpy now is up into 5th place, but Cheetah down his inside. Not having any of it, and defends from Mr. Grumpy.
I just had a thing pop up saying my internet connection's not sufficient to broadcast, but we're still live, so leave me alone.
Mr. Grumpy all over the back of Cheetah. Can Mr. Grumpy make the move? Cheetah goes well wide onto the grass. Mr. Grumpy almost followed him, but managed to keep it on track. Cheetah defends the inside, so again, opting for round the outside. Ooh. Slight contact. Mr. Grumpy just keeping it on track. He's going to go down the inside now for the final couple of corners. He is. And Cheetah can't defend from Mr. Grumpy, who's now up into P5, Matt.
And started in P12. I knew he had the experience to get to the front, so...
Yeah. I mean, it's still very early days yet.
Yep.
My boy Shoaib is in 15th. I still believe he can get a podium.
Hey. Yeah, I mean, he's going to have the biggest undercut of everyone, so...
50. Oh no.
No, Fraggle's in. Alright, let's go on board with Merc here. Merc's chasing out Haig here. So they're coming by the old pit straight.
Stebber and Game Freaker again. Getting very close.
Oh, Lordy with another penalty. Oh, wow. Merc.
Now Mr. Grumpy. Right behind Lordy. He's going to go around the outside again. So, Mr. Grumpy not making it easy for himself, but Lordy goes for a bit of a dive. They're still side by side. Mr. Grumpy keeps it on track as well. Hulk pits. And Mr. Grumpy gets past for 3rd place.
And Merc gets it into 7th.
Wow. I think this is when the softs are going to start going off now. You're going to see Mr. Grumpy catch Stebber and Game Freaker, who is still very close on track, Matt. So can Stebber make the move on the Williams driver of Game Freaker? Is gaining ever so slightly, but I don't think he's going to go for a move. Yes, he is down the inside. Oh, they touch. Game Freaker, I think, defends it nicely. Stebber around the outside, though. Ooh. Stebber had to back out of it there. I think Game Freaker was going to run him out of road. So a good eye for Stebber and good defending, legal defending from Game Freaker.
Yeah, before you mentioned the softs going off, I was going to say they were probably about 2 or 3 laps away from pitting for the mediums.
Yeah. I mean, whether we see people use mediums, I don't know. I mean, we've seen Ron Haig and Fraggle pit, and they've gone onto a set of hards. So maybe we see these guys pit, or even try and go.
Ooh.
Because they're both in the pits.
It looked like Stebber was going to stay out until he saw Game Freaker pit.
Yep. So this is going to be interesting now. Mr. Grumpy will take the net lead of the race. Cheater on Merc. I think, Lordy's pit. This is where we're going to see a lot of pit stops now. Just off running to come flooding into the pits. Pit lane looking very busy right now. But, I mean, Martin's now up into P7.
Can he make the hards go 25 laps is the question.
Sir.
I know in our race yesterday, Lewis took him 19 laps and he had enough. The car was sliding everywhere, so.
Yeah. And Simo, Betrayer, and Blue Mosquito all side by side. Of course, Simo and Blue Mosquito both collided at the start of the race. And just behind them got Martin, 1.6 seconds behind. But Hulk and Game Freaker, Hulk actually has just taken the lead of the race, overtaking his teammate Game Freaker. Now, whether that was team orders or not, maybe it was because Hulk has been on them tyres a lap longer, so they're going to have more heat in them. And now Game Freaker, can he stay with Hulk on his outlap? Looks like he can, but up the front, Cheater and Merc. Merc making the move on Cheater. Cheater will pit this lap, and it is 2 soft runners of Merc and Mr. Grumpy, who are net P1 and P2.
Alright, how many stops here? So it's the top 4 will be the only ones that haven't pit. Oh, I forgot. That was a stupid comment I make. Martin started on the hards. He didn't pit for them early.
Yeah.
I was thinking he was taking them to the end.
Could you imagine?
Pop.
But I think Martin will pit maybe that was 16 or 17.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah, Martin is sort of in a good position at the minute. So if he can keep it like this, he could score maybe a point or 2. But at the minute, the Williams team of Hulk and Game Freak are working well to dispatch the Stebber, who's 1.3 seconds behind this battle now. So, I mean, as teams go, Matt, Game Freak and Hulk are very good for potential 1-2 so far.
Oh, for sure. And pitting that one lap early, as the viewers have pointed out, Hulk with a very big undercut, and he's come out in front of the 2 leaders.
Yeah. So can Hulk even get? I mean, can these mediums actually go the distance and be as consistent as the hards are? I know the hards are very consistent, but whether the mediums can keep that pace all stint long, I don't know. But I'm going to go on board with Ron Haig and Lordy. And Ron Haig on the hard tyres, Matt, and actually putting Lordy under some pressure on then the medium tyres. So you'd expect Lordy to extend the gap, with Ron Haig being on a much harder tyre. But again, just not able to build up much of a gap.
Huh. You know, as usual, it says he's on the hards, and on my screen he's in the mediums.
So, good game.
Go back up to Game Freaker, closing in on Hulk.
Yeah, are we going to see team orders here? Because Stebber is starting to close in on these 2 guys. Game Freaker might be urging Hulk to move out of the way. Game Freaker gets closer. Would he go for it? No, he doesn't.
Well, I know for a fact there's no team orders with them, because I know Game Freaker doesn't have a mic, so...
Right. So they might just have to use their own initiative and maybe even work as a team without talking to each other. But Ron Haig and Lordy, side by side. Ron Haig going a long way around. Lordy defends it well on their medium tyres. And, Game Freaker and Hulk getting very close. I think Hulk made a little bit of a mistake. But look at Stebber. Stebber's right there. This is a 3-way fight for the win as it stands. And Game Freaker gaining on Hulk. I think Hulk might have to give this one up. They go side by side the Williams team. Looking quite composed. Hulk still down his inside. Look at Stebber giving a watch and brief. Game Freaker around the outside. The yellows in sector 2 and 3. I'm going to stay with this battle though. And Stebber actually got past Hulk there and is now attacking Game Freak. So the Williams team, an absolute calamity. And they've almost given away a potential 1-2, Matt.
I don't think Hulk's done yet. Well,
I don't know.
Lordy and Haig are fighting again.
Yep, and attracting attention of Lordy's teammate Cheetah. Lordy, so on their medium tyres, Ron Haig did manage to get past, but Lordy boy down the inside again. Ron Haig will have to go around the outside, but going to go for a little bit of a switchback move. Around the outside now. Ron Haig backs out of it, wants a better traction, gets a better traction, but just a little bit too far behind to go for a move. I look at Stebber. He's gaining on Game Freaker. He's going to go for a move. No, he isn't. Going to back out of it.
Ooh,
there's a bit of contact there. Stebber, lucky not just a bit of his wing, but now look at the run he's got on Game Freaker. Game Freaker knows he's about to lose the lead of this race. Ooh, a little bit of contact again there from Stebber.
Yeah, I don't think he timed that perfectly.
Game Freaker down the inside, and Game Freaker, to be fair to him, has defended that very well. But Stebber looking for the inside, he gets the inside. Game Freaker does give him the space. But Stebber goes for a switchback. Oh my god, what a move! I've never seen a move done there like that anyway. What a move from Stebber to take the lead of the race, but Game Freaker isn't done yet. At the back, Ron Haig is losing positions. He's off the track. I think him and Lordy Boy might have had a bit of contact with now. Cheetah is all over the back of his teammate's rear end.
Oh, contact between Game Freaker and Stebber. And Stebber manages to hold on to the lead.
As you said, Matt, Hulk is not done yet. He's still here in this battle.
That net lead, I mean.
This is getting very, very interesting between Stebber, Hulk, and Game Freaker.
While all this battling has been going on, they've only been able to gain 1 second on Merton.
Wow. So if Martin can sort of put the foot down a little bit and set some good, quick, consistent lap times, he could start building that gap. going to go on board with Game Freak, and then through the S section they go. Stebar gets a slightly better exit. Hulk, second behind. And Betrayer finally picks.
Shoaib's out.
Unfortunate for Shoaib after that one.
Grumpy with a penalty.
That's interesting. But Game Freak are not able to get past Stebar. They've got to feel some amount of time before these two come into contact again. As the laps fly down. Betrayer comes up to set us off, so he's got to do 11 laps on them set us off. So I think he'll be able to do it.
Oh, easily, yeah.
Martin is now, he's losing time now to Stebar.
Yeah.
Look at Game Freak. Game Freak, he's got to run. Stebar, is he going to go to the inside? Game Freak wanted the outside, but Stebar did defend it quite well. Game Freak is coming back at him. And Stebar keeps deleting up, a little bit of a twitch from the back end, that's not going to help. Game Freak builds that speed down the old start finish straight down until turn 1. And Game Freak has got a much better run this time. Can he stay with Stebar though through this section of the track? Of course, it's hard when you're not behind someone to stay on track.
Yeah.
You see there the understeer from the dirty air, and Stebar's able to build that gap out again. But with the DRS, ERS, and slipstream, Game Freak will bring back that gap, and you can see there just how quick Game Freak has got that gap back down to 3/10.
I'd also like to point out that we were 16 laps into the race, and there haven't been many people going wide and taking advantage of the track, so everyone's keeping it within the limits today.
Yeah, it's good to see. It means that everyone does have respect for the league and what they ask for in terms of track limits. The battle between Stebar and Game Freak is about to heat up again, Matt. Game Freak right behind Stebar, going for a much better line on exit. Can he get the traction down? He has. Stebar, will he defend the outside or inside? He's going to set up to track. Game Freak down the inside he goes. Ooh, locks up. And Stebar manages to hold on for another lap.
Yeah, it was an interesting angle to take that corner at.
Yeah. I thought Game Freak was going to lock up and just go straight on, but fair play to him for being able to stop the car and not lock up as much as I thought he was going to. And Mr. Grumpy and Merck are into the pits.
Ooh, will Martin pit with
Martin
him?
Join them.
No.
Martin stays out, so Martin is going for a much later strategy to go onto them soft tyres. Stebar and Game Freak are still nothing happening. Hulk's actually taking a back seat and has dropped to 2 seconds, so maybe he's saving ERS and fuel because he feel like he's on yellow. And maybe Hulk has to save fuel, but up at the front again, Game Freak are still harassing Stebar's back end into turn 1, the slipstream getting a dirty air.
Ooh, Stebar with a penalty.
Wow. So that right there has given Game Freak the net win. If Game Freak can keep it clean though, but look at this, Mr. Grumpy's come out only 6.5 seconds behind this battle, Matt. So on the soft tyres as well, got to feel.
He's got 9 laps to do it. It's always a possibility.
Yeah.
But, you know, as they say, it's one thing catching them, another thing passing them.
Yeah, exactly. Got Merc and Blue Mosquito. Look at this battle. We've got Lordy Boy, Cheater, and Merc. All on the same bit of track. 3 cars going side by side, more or less. There's 4 cars. Oh my god, the train.
Oh, there it goes.
Oh, Lordy.
Lordy Boy is out.
And out the race.
Across the nose of Merc.
Andy round the outside on the hard tyres. Oh, that's a fantastic move from Andy. Train's going to get through as well.
Merc way wide too with the wing damage, it looks like.
Wow. So will we see a safety car? I don't think we will. But Betrayer on his teammate.
Oh,
Andy,
McLaren's made contact.
Doing tiny bit of contact.
They must think they're in the Force India.
Ooh, Blue Mosquito. I thought you were going to get the move done, but no.
Merc is right in the back of Cheater. Oh. And word from the pits, there was contact between Haig and Cheater is why Haig is out of the race. This has been one hell of a battle for the net lead up here at the front. Oh, I think Martin has stayed too long out on those hards, and he's going to drop back to about 6th, 7th maybe.
Yeah, I mean, it's still a solid drive for Martin on them hard tyres.
Yeah. Starting last, you got to come up with something.
Game Freak again on Stebar. Again, you can't do nothing. And now Martin finally decides to pit. So it'd be interesting to see where Martin comes out in relation to this Cheater, Merc, Betrayal, and Andy battle.
Well, something I have noticed is... Oh, Martin's into the pit, so now this is the battle for the legit lead. And Grumpy has shaved 1.5 seconds off the guys in front of him in one lap.
Yeah, and I think Martin is actually going to rejoin behind the battle with Andy. But will he get out ahead of Simo? No, he won't.
DRS open for Game Freaker on the inside with a crappy camera angle as usual.
And he gets to move. Wow. It's a Game Freaker now into the net lead, of course. Stebar, we mustn't forget, he has got that 3-second time penalty.
Yeah.
That will promote Hulk up into 2nd place. If Hulk can keep with his guys at the moment, I don't think he can. The gap is coming down though, but Stebar, he'll be a man on a mission to want to get past Game Freak and try and build a gap. And just see how much speed he's able to take. Ooh, almost touching the back of him. But that has now allowed Game Freak to get a better run. And now we've got Betrayer onto the back of Cheater. DRS is a lot closer. Might be able to make the move here. Cheater goes defensive. All we see, Betrayer go around the outside, no, he backs out of it. And Martin gets past Blue Mosquito. Martin is now up into the points. He's only 1.3 seconds behind Simo.
Uh-oh.
Martin.
Here comes Grumpy.
Wow. I think, yeah, Grumpy's man on a mission, mate. Them softs can stay within the lap times he's doing now to the end of the race, he's won the race.
Oh, yeah.
Stebar. Sorry, Matt. Stebar around the outside of Game Freak car. He's going to go for a little bit of a switchback and try and go around the outside again. Been a fantastic race from these two. Game Freak have been the surprise of the race so far, in my opinion, just with the pace he's had and the defensive driving he's doing. And that is a Betrayer with a 3-second time penalty. And Martin now onto the back of Simo, so these soft tyres, Matt, they are working, they are in optimal temperature. And now Martin parking himself right behind Simo, who goes a million miles wide. Doesn't gain any time from it though, he actually lost time. And Martin make the move. This is his chance. How much he's gaining. This is for P9. Martin is going to go down the inside, round the outside again. So we're seeing a lot of guys go round the outside.
Ooh, cut
Martin
the grass.
round the outside. Up into P9. Good move from Martin. Now his next challenge is his good friend Andy.
We know how that usually goes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'll add you back after the race, Jamie. Well, while he's closing in, we'll go back up to Steba.
Yep, Steba now, the one behind Game Freak car. He's got the struggles of the day. Yeah, but Steba,
Ooh, what a save.
he lost the back end twice and saved it twice, so fair play to Steba. But Mr. Grumpy, he is a man on a charge. 2.6 now the gap. Hasn't really caught that much in the last lap or so. But nonetheless, Mr. Grumpy on for a fantastic drive from P12, I think, on the grid to fall for so far. Got back up to Steba. He just can't get close enough to Game Freaker, so Steba's having the same problem as Game Freaker did. But he's going to go for a dive bomb. No, he doesn't. Thinks better of it. And got Betrayer on Cheater again, so these two are having a fantastic battle. Real Betrayer. Go ballsy, go round the outside. Tries. He's going to try to get the switch back on traction. Just can't get close enough again, so we're seeing the little guys get close. But look at Steba. Ooh, right up behind Game Freak into turn 1, Matt. Steba did cut turn 1, so he has got another warning.
Ooh.
He almost went into the back of Game Freaker. But Steba, he is a man on a charge. Losing the back end all over the place. Can he get close enough for a move? It's going to be late if he tries one, but just can't get close enough. And Hulk can now see Steba and Game Freak. So if you was Hulk, Matt, what would you be doing right now? Would you be licking your lips? Would you be thinking, yes, this is the time, I need to start catching these guys? He's still on yellow fuel, but he has got ERS. He's going to be using that.
I think he should try to get it within, like, under 1.5 in case they make contact. He's there to jump on it right away. I don't think he wants to get into the dirty air right now.
Yeah, which is what we're seeing from Steba. And again, Steba got really close there. But on exit, just couldn't hang with Game Freak's speed that he's able to take on the exit. Steba is gaining, just not enough. Ooh, Steba getting very close there. But Game Freak are defending well again.
Oh, could you check to see if Hulk has penalties? I don't think he does, but...
He's got 2 warnings.
Oh. That might make things interesting.
Yep.
And Steba up the inside. What a... Oh! Lost the back end a little, but Game Freaker avoided him. You know.
Wow, so Steba taking the lead of the race. And Steba does get the DRS, but Game Freak is still able to keep with him. This Game Freak going to go for a bit of a switchback again, which is what we've seen a lot tonight, Matt. A lot of switchback moves.
Oh yeah.
And it just makes good racing.
The track is plenty wide enough to try those kind of moods. Wow.
Luckily, we've come towards the end of the race. This race is absolutely flown by.
Merc with a penalty. As of right now, that won't make a difference.
Yeah, a Game Freaker. He was able to hang with Steba through the Maggots and Beckett's going around the outside. This could get hairy between these two. Steba keeps it on the inside. Again, very respectful racing. Game Freaker has had to go wide there. Stowe. Game Freaker slight knock up. Yellow's in sector 3. Merc's out! Oh, Merc has binned it. Don't know how he's binned it there, but Merc is out of the race. Steba and Game Freaker going side by side into turn 1. Ooh, I can't see. Game Freaker retakes the lead of the race, and as you said, Matt, Hulk 1.5 seconds of gap. So if anything happens between these two, you can be sure that Hulk will pounce. But look at Grumpy. It's now within DRS to Hulk.
Yeah, I think it's go time for Hulk. You got Grumpy in the mirror. You can't wait now. You got to go.
Yeah, and he is now, the gap now coming up to 1.4. And Steba not able to make any inroads on Game Freaker with the DRS that lap.
And let's not forget, Steba has a penalty, so Hulk and Grumpy, as of now, are both jumping him.
Yeah. I wanna get your attention map to Martin, who's in 8th place and can see 7th, 6th, and 5th right ahead of him. So Martin can get the foot down as well.
Yeah, the alternate strategy is working.
Yeah, I mean, he's getting points, which he'll be happy about.
Oh, does Grumpy have a penalty?
Yeah.
Ah.
Mr. Grumpy has a penalty and 2 warnings.
And he's right in the back of Hulk.
Oh, Martin's out!
What?
No!
Oh, you jinxed him.
No, Martin's... Wait. Martin's car's still going.
Did he retire on purpose then?
How? I don't know. Martin's car was still moving when I see it, but Hulk and Grumpy...
Grumpy in the third.
Grumpy. Yep. So I missed that move from Grumpy as we were trying to decide what happened to Martin, but now the gap is now back up to 3 seconds. So, I mean, if Stebber can get that gap, and it is 3 seconds now, then he'll keep P2. But I'm sure on them soft tyres, Mr. Grumpy will surely get that gap down again.
Grumpy has a penalty too, so it really don't matter right now.
Oh. So, as it stands, Game Freak has got a solid win.
Yeah. And Hulk is guaranteed third right now. If Grumpy could inch closer and he gets close. Oh, Stebba with a penalty. Another one. He's definitely off the podium now. Unless Grumpy gets another one.
Wow. Mr. Grumpy is on 2 warnings as well and a penalty, I think. I'm going to double check. So Mr. Grumpy gets 1 more warning, and that could be game over for Mr. Grumpy. But at the minute, Stebber, a man under pressure, he's absolutely balled it so far.
Oh, Andy side by side with Cheater.
Fraggle moving out the way of everyone.
Yep.
So these hard tyres are coming into their own. I mean, Andy is the only guy on the hard tyres. Let's start the last lap, Stebber. Just not able to keep with Game Freak, and now I think Game Freak has got this win wrapped up.
Yep.
Oh, Andy going for a bit of a dive down. Cheater's inside. He's going to get better traction. Cheater does. But Andy will have DRS, which is what is key for this last lap. Cheater goes defensive. Andy round the outside. Can't do nothing with it.
Alright. On board Game Freaker. Only 1 more sector to go.
Yeah. It's been a fantastic performance from Game Freaker. He's had to do it all today. Defend, attack, overtake. He's done it all, and this is a well-deserved win for the Williams driver as he rounds the final sector now. Coming to the last couple of corners. Stebber right behind him, but just won't get the win today. Still a solid drive from him, but Game Freaker is the one who's going to take the win. And the 25 points here at Silverstone. Stebber in second. Mr. Grumpy.
16.
Will he get second? No, he doesn't. Hulk actually got second in the end, so it is a Williams 1-2. Wow.
When was the last time that happened?
Wow. I have no idea. Mr. Grumpy comes home in 4th, Cheater 5th, Petrov in 6th, Andy in 7th, Simo in 8th, Room skewing up from Fraggle, who did get lapped, who has finished in P10.
I believe that is the first point for the Renault boys this season. Yeah, thanks, Rom. So Williams double podium and Stebba with the Toro Rosso. All right.
Very, very good race.
And there you have it. As Cliffy just rattled them off, Game Freaker with the win. Hulk and Stibba round out the podium. Grumpy, the points that are coming into the race with a solid 4th place finish after starting 12th. So you won't lose too much ground on anybody. Cheater in 5th, Betrayer in 6th, Andy in 7th. Disappointed we didn't get to see an Andy bomb today. Simo in 8th, Mosquito in 9th, and Fraggle rounds out the last points position at 10th. Alright, so Game Freaker does have a mic, so congratulations to Game Freaker. Job well done today. Hell of a race with Stebba. Well, let's get Hulk and Stebba in here. Alright, the invites are out.
But by the way, Matt, a bit off topic, but I've had the F3 stream on, and Bugatti is actually winning.
Really? Well,
Yeah.
he was the self-proclaimed favorite for the division, so he's getting the results now.
Yeah.
Alright, there we go. Our podium is here since Game Freaker doesn't have a mic. Alright, so you guys voices on share?
Yeah.
I think so.
Alright. So we'll start with Hulk. Congratulations on your 2nd place. Hell of a run today to get a 1-2 with your teammate. How did the race go for you?
Well, I got blocked on qualifying, which is a bit annoying. I did actually have the pace to go for pole in theory. That didn't happen, but yeah, the race went all right. I mean, I jumped whoever was in P3 at the start. I can't remember who it was. Yeah, I got them. I didn't really like the dirty air. So I was just holding off. I was just holding off at about 2 seconds behind them because I really didn't enjoy driving the dirty air. And then I was expecting both of them to have a penalty, but only Stebba did. So yeah, and then at the end I let Grumpy through because I thought, well, if he can battle with those 3, I can catch up and then maybe jump the wall on penalties. But it didn't happen in the end because Game Freak didn't have penalties. But I managed to jump up into P2, which is a decent result. So.
Yeah, I believe you and Game Freaker were the only ones without a penalty, if I'm not mistaken.
Blue Mosquito didn't have one either.
Ah, okay. Oh, then that should be given. Blue rarely makes mistakes on this game. Anything to add, Cliffy?
Yeah, I mean, Hulk, we saw you and Game Freaker after your pit stops. Obviously, you got the net lead because you pitted a lap before, but yeah, I mean, I saw you guys side by side. I mean, what was going through your mind at that point? Because obviously, I don't know whether you speak to Game Freak or you was in the same party, but was you sort of thinking, you know, okay, I should let him pass, or, you know, no, I'm not going to let him pass. I'm going to hold him up, and I know I've got the pace to go for the win here.
I wasn't thinking I was going to let him pass because I did feel that even if it was like right next to each other all the way, so I probably could have held them off if I defended a bit better. But no, I mean, my main thought was just don't hit them. didn't want to make contacts. Thankfully, we didn't. I did unfortunately let Stebba through, but yeah, that was my thought really.
Yeah, well, yeah, Matt, I'm done. Questions for Hulk?
All right, so we'll move on to Stebba, who finished in 3rd place today. A bit unfortunate with the penalties at the end there. Had a hell of a battle with Game Freaker, though. What was going through your mind during that whole last 10 laps there where you were battling back and forth?
Yeah, it was just enjoying the race. I wasn't really expecting to be up in the fight for the win, but yeah, I was just trying to pull away from the Hulk when we got past him because I knew I had the 1 penalty. So I was going to be happy with P2 if I could just get the 3-second gap to Hulk, but on the 25th lap, I think, the second to last lap, I actually got the one corner so much that it gave me straight away 3-second penalty without a warning, so that was a bit unfortunate, but yeah, I will take it.
And still a hell of a drive. Yeah, you finished in front of Grumpy, so you gained 2 more points on the points lead. So how do you feel about that? Only 2 points behind now.
Yeah, it was good. I was a bit worried when I saw Grumpy got past Hawk, but yeah, luckily he had penalties too, so.
Yeah. Anything to add, Cliffy?
Steba, I just want to say well done on your drive. And how does it feel knowing that you can go, race as hard as you did with Game Freak and sort of anyone else in this division, and know that you'll get the utmost respect and all the space given on track? Just tell us how that makes you feel, and how confident you are to go side by side with some of the guys here in this division.
I was actually pretty surprised how clean people are here, because like, not to attack anyone, but earlier in the leagues I have been racing, there's pretty much contact been, but now there has been like 4 races if we include the pre-season race, and like 90% of the laps we are within 1 second with each other and never make any major contact, so that's just unbelievable.
Yeah, no, it's good to see, man. And last but not, this question is sort of for both of you, so I'm going to start with Hulk. Obviously, next week I believe is Canada. So,
yes.
Hulk, how are you feeling about Canada?
I don't know. I've never really had a good race around there. I always seem to end up making contact or something and losing a wing and ended up at the back. But we'll see how it goes. I also haven't really driven it much around this game. I don't know what the pace is going to be like. It's just, I've been in the top 4 every single race so far, so it'd be nice to try and continue that if I can.
Yeah, well, hopefully you can. Steba, how are you feeling about Canada?
Haven't done a single lap on this new game yet, so don't know what to expect, but I'll take a couple time trial laps early in the week and see how it feels.
Yeah, well, hopefully you get a decent result like you did tonight. And Matt, I'm done with my questions now.
All right, and you stole my last question, so I'm done questions as well. So congratulations again, Hulk and Steba. And I thank you for everybody for tuning in tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed the fantastic racing F4 always puts out. We will be live from Canada next Sunday night at 8 p.m. on my channel. And for more PSGL action, tomorrow evening we have F1 on Gaming Alamanda's channel, and I will be joining him in the booth for that. And F2 will be on JPTV's channel, so check that out as well. So thank you all for tuning in. Everyone be safe, and see you next week.